Dahibara, one of the most delicious and easiest dessert you can make. First thing what you require is curd. So you can make curd at home as well, or else you can buy a ready-made one. Also you need to make a very fluffy dough. These are the softest dahibara ever made. Dahibara can also be eaten as a chaat, which tastes very delicious and it looks amazing as well. For this you need urad dal. I am using whole urad dal, which is white in color. The skins have been taken out. So we need to wash them nicely and need to soak them overnight or at least 3 to 4 hours, and then they look like this. Drain out the water and keep it aside. Now we will put it into a grinder and grind it. Meanwhile, we will also prepare the curd. I am showing you so that simultaneously you can prepare your recipe. Initially, we will use previously made curd to set a new curd. I have boiled 1 liter of milk and I'll be using 2 teaspoons of previously made curd and add it to the milk. Ensure that the milk is warm, it's not hot. Just put in a finger and just test it that you can keep your fingers for a while. It's okay to be done. And then we will allow it to set for around 3 to 4 hours in a warm place. So you can keep it in the kitchen corner. If it is summer, it can just set like that within 3 to 4 hours, or else you need to keep it in a warm place. So I have kept it in the oven. See how beautifully it has set, and you refrigerate it. Once the curd starts leaving water, it is totally done. You know that it is a well set curd. Putting in the refrigerator holds the consistency. Now it's time to grind the urad dal. For this we have taken urad dal, ginger and green chilies. So we'll grind them together. Add least minimum water so that you get a very thick paste. Grind it little by little. It will take some time, but do not hurry at this point. You can see how fine you need to grind it. In this we will add jeera, salt, coriander leaves as well. Now we'll also prepare a water in which we'll add salt and hing. After allowing the paste to rest for 15 to 20 minutes, we will start blending it. We need to whip it nicely. You can use your hands also. I am using a hand blender for it. Remember to whip it in one direction only, and it will take some time. It will take around 10 minutes or even less. You just need to patiently whip it. There is a test which you will need to do so that you know that your whipping is complete. Just look at it, how it looks. It has got aerated. You can drop a little of the mixture in a cup of water, and if it floats, it is ready to be used. First we'll start with one ball of the dahibara and we will check whether it is okay or not. We will press it and see if it is very soft, looks perfect. We will go with the whole mixture. It's perfect, and now we will make the whole batch. So do not overcrowd the kadai or vessel in which you will be frying. Just do maximum 6 to 7 at a time so that it gets space to rise as well, because it will double in size. So the quantity of balls which you will be making, it will double. Keeping in mind, you just place, depending on the size of the vessel, you add the quantity. In my vessel, it could maximum 6 to 7 I could add, and that's why, since I was making in a very large quantity, I had to complete in multiple batches. You need to fry them till they are golden brown and do not over fry them. Once it gets golden in color, just take them off. After taking them off from fire, you need to add them to the flavored water which we had prepared. So we will just drop the hot bara into the flavored water. We will soak them until it will sink. The baras will absorb all the water and it will sink to the bottom. Then it is ready to be taken out, and then you can add it to the flavored curd. Now it's my turn to put the baras into the hot oil and see how I am doing the process. You need to be patient and you need to equally take it in your fingers, and then you need to pour it into the hot oil. You can also use a spoon for this, but this is the traditional method which we do. Previously, people used to just make it with their hands and you just take a equal quantity each time. I am trying to perfect myself. Maybe a few of the baras are getting small and big due to the quantity I am picking it up, and it is so much aerated that it looks so soft, and when it doubles in size the visibility is so amazing. Softness is not just about creating a dish, all the steps is also involved in it. And each and every step, if you miss a single thing, you will not achieve the same kind of softness which you desire. Look at the holes inside it. No soda has been added, and still it is so fluffy and it looks so soft. Now comes to make the flavored curd. I am also using ready-made curd and also my homemade curd. I will mix both of them since I needed a large quantity of curd. At home, we are limited by space and the size of the vessel and refrigeration process. In this curd, we will add sugar. The quantity of sugar is quite little. We'll add some salt. Now we need to mix it thoroughly, so much that it becomes very smooth. We will add some roasted cumin powder to it and a little water to make it a bit thin so that it absorbs and gets infused into the baras when they are put into it. I am using a hand whipper for this process, and you see after mixing for 5 to 10 minutes it will become very smooth. Now we will take out the baras from the hot water. We will press and take out the water and we'll keep it aside and start dipping into the flavored curd. Just placing in the curd is not enough. You need to soak them for around 6 to 8 hours so that all the flavored curd gets infused into the baras and they will taste delicious from inside as well. If you prepare it today and have it the next day, it will taste very delicious. Now I am instantly showing you how to serve your dahibara. You can have it just like that, else add various garnishes on it. Both ways it will taste awesome. This is totally different from what you get from the store bought dahibara. We will add some green chutney, some tamarind chutney. This is all homemade. We usually prepare these chutneys and keep it at home and use it in chaats, or you can use as a topping in various other recipes as well. Homemade recipes are really very healthy and prepared in the most hygienic way you can. We will also sprinkle some chaat masala and some roasted cumin powder. Roasted cumin powder is also known as bhuna jeera. Now it's time to add nylon save. Nylon save is very fine save which adds a very good beauty to the dish as well as it just changes the appearance. See how different it is looking from the utensil in which all the dahibaras are kept and the one prepared right now. It's really very delicious. Do give a like, subscribe, share and comment if you like this recipe. Thanks for watching.